you've been eating a lie. The chocolate you just handed your kid, the one you're trying to convince yourself is a dark chocolate truffle, it's a fraud. It's a sugary, processed candy bar designed for the masses. It's nothing more than a cheap insult to its own lineage. The true, original chocolate wasn't a treat. Forget the Swiss Alps and Belgian factories. Chocolate's story began in Mesoamerica, where the cacao bean was the absolute definition of exclusivity. For the Mayans and Aztec empires, cacao wasn't a food, it was liquid gold. It was used in religious rituals, royal feasts, and as a form of currency so valuable that you could buy a slave for about 100 beans. And the flavor? It was a thick, frothy, unsweetened brew of ground cacao, chilies, vanilla, and spices. It was spicy, earthy, and intensely bitter. It was an energy drink, a sacred sacrament, and a terrifying taste of power. When the Spanish conquistadors first tried it, they didn't see dessert. They saw a nasty-tasting, gritty black sludge that gave their priests headaches. The Europeans thought it was garbage. The Europeans didn't discard chocolate, they simply ruined it. They realized its stimulating properties were excellent for the aristocracy, but that sacred bitterness had to go. They did what Europeans do best. They added sugar, tons of it. They mixed it with cinnamon, served it piping hot, and turned a sacred Aztec beverage into a status symbol for the European elite. For 200 years, chocolate remained confined to the palaces, coffee houses of the wealthy. But the real fraud begins with the Industrial Revolution. Innovations like the cocoa press and milk powder suddenly allowed manufacturers to strip the bean of its valuable fat, cut it with milk solids, and bury that sacred original flavor under an avalanche of cheap sugar. And that brings us back to your Hershey's Kiss. Today, in some cases, less than 10% of that candy bar is actual cacao. The rest is sugar, milk, and emulsifiers. We took a beverage so important it was used to buy human lives, turned it into a foil-wrapped, chewable, designed to be forgotten. The irony is excruciating. The modern chocolate bar is not the culmination of a great culinary journey. It is the mass-produced, sugary death of a truly sacred, bitter, and powerful flavor. So next time you reach for that sweet square, remember what you're missing: the taste of power, ritual, and money. Now that's a hot take worth subscribing for. Which forgotten flavor should we expose next? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.